Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be talking about the Radenso XP as well as the non-GPS version of it, the Radenso SP. We're going to talk a little bit about the detectors as well as some of the recent updates to the detectors, and then I'm going to be giving both of these detectors away to you guys. So with that said, let's jump right into it. Now, as far as the Radenso XP, I know a lot of you guys are pretty familiar with it. It's a detector that retails for $3.99, and the main claim to fame is the filtering. It's quite good as far as filtering out false alerts, including BSMs. Now, kind of the main competitor to it, I'd say at this point, is the Uniden R3. This is kind of the one that sort of steals the show a lot of times. You know, it's got great performance and all that kind of stuff. It's got the long-range performance as opposed to the XP, which is more of a mid-tier performer. But one of the biggest complaints of the R3 that people say is, hey, you know, got some false alerts. I wish it was quieter. And there's some things you can do, like maybe dial back the sensitivity and whatnot. But if maybe you don't need the crazy bananas range and you're the type of person who would prefer a quieter experience, you could take a look at the Radenso XP. So, hey, you know, got different options. Similarly, you've got the Radenso SP. This detector, it's the same thing as the XP, but no GPS. So no GPS lockouts, low speed muting, or red light camera alerts. However, it's also half the price. The XP is $3.99, the SP is $1.99. Now this one is going to go more head to head with the Uniden DFR6. Retails for $179, the Radenso SP is $199. So kind of a similar situation. It's a similar price point, $20 more. However, if you're looking for better BSM filtering than what the DFR6 offers, you can get that here with the Radenso SP. So that's kind of the overall idea behind how they would compare to some of the most popular competition and where they stand. Now, as far as some of the recent updates to the detectors, I've got two versions of the Radenso XP here. I have the original version, and when it first launched, looks like this, and then I have the updated version, which looks like this. You'll notice that the logo in orange here, the text on top, the font looks a little bit different, and they've basically done a cosmetic refresh. They've changed the text and the font on the top of the case. It's purely a cosmetic change to the case of the detector. Under the hood, it's the exact same detector, so same performance, same features, same filtering, same everything. They've just changed the text on the top of the detector. There's also been a firmware update that's available for all of the Radenso XPs, new as well as the original, that changes the startup logo, which is designed now to match the logo on top of the detector, and it also matches the packaging that Radenso has done with their new detectors. So just kind of a cosmetic thing to the look and feel of the detector. Additionally, one other thing that they're changing is when you open up the packaging now, you open up the detector for the first time, there's a little card there. Radenso's actually removed the manual now, and there's a little card that basically says for information, go to the website, which is nice because it's greener. One of the things they're doing, they're going green. Plus the manual is regularly updated as they add new features and whatnot, and you can get the latest version of the manual, so that's nice for people as well. Something else that's nice for people who buy it, and it's something I like, is now they ship the detector with kind of the recommended settings that you would run across the country. So you don't necessarily have to go and do a bunch of setup when you buy the detector. You can just take it out of the box, put it on the windshield, and you're good to go. You may still want to change some things, like for example, by default, X-band is turned on because it's designed to be, you know, used nationwide, and you may want to turn that off. And, you know, so you can still do some customization and whatnot, but I like the fact that they've make it, as far as the default settings are good for people across the country, so you don't have to worry about configuration and setup, and it's just quite out of the box, which is nice. Now, if you'd like to win one of the detectors, we're going to be giving away both the Radenso SP as well as the Radenso XP, the new versions here. If you'd like to win one, head on over to my website and you can enter the giveaway. There's a bunch of different ways to enter, and you can enter in multiple ways and multiple times to increase your odds of winning. I'm going to be giving away a brand new XP as well as an SP. A big thanks to Radenso for supplying the detectors and making this possible for you guys. So thanks to Radenso. And now I guess just one last thing I wanted to toss in. Radenso also has a visor mount, and basically it just clips onto the visor and then clips onto the detector like this. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me about visor mounts in the past. It's not something I've covered a lot, so I just want to cover it briefly. The idea is that if you don't want a radar detector mounted on your windshield, maybe, you know, in some states it is illegal to mount things to your windshield, or, you know, just sitting in the sun, the suction cup may fail and the radar detector could fall. One alternative is you could use a blend mount, great option, but it's kind of pricey, so maybe you'd want something less expensive. Radenso has a visor mount for the XP, and the idea is it clips clips onto your visor. Now in my car, I like having my radar detector mounted to my windshield. However, if I was to go and pull down the sun visor, it's actually going to hit the radar detector, and if I want to use the sun visor to block out the sun, I have to actually remove the radar detector and unplug it, and then I can pull down the visor and I'm okay. Then once I'm done, put the visor back up, put the radar detector back on. One option to simplify it is to put the radar detector itself on the visor, and then if I ever need to flip down the visor, the detector goes down with it, and then I'm able to use a sun visor. Now in this situation, I'm still not able to use my radar detector because now it's suddenly pointed straight up in the air and cops are ahead of me. They're not way up in space somewhere in a UFO, you know, they're actually ahead of me here on Earth. And so my radar detector is not going to work when I've got it mounted this way. However, I don't have to worry about taking it up and down, which is kind of nice. However, for me, it's not a huge deal and I don't use one, but I know a lot of you guys have actually asked about visor mounts, so I just wanted to show you briefly the visor mount, and I'll put a link in the video description if you want to pick one up. But otherwise, yeah, there you go. There's a look at the Radenso XP and the SP, as well as some cosmetic updates. We've talked about the SP in the past. It actually was discontinued for a little while, and then Radenso has brought it back and lowered the price point of it, and that's actually why it's kind of back from the dead now. So the XP and the SP are now both current detectors once again, and these are the updates, just cosmetic stuff to it. But anyways, yeah, go ahead and enter the giveaway. Good luck to everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and a big thank you to Radenso for helping make this giveaway possible. Cool, that's it for now. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video.